Have you ever contemplated what the emotional toll of bankruptcy might be like? It's a question that many may not have pondered upon, yet it's a reality that countless individuals are grappling with every day. Bankruptcy, in its essence, is not just a financial crisis, it's a deeply personal one that can leave even the strongest among us feeling vulnerable and exposed. Picture the scene. Your financial world is crumbling. You're unable to meet your commitments, the bills are piling up, and the dreaded B word starts to loom large. Bankruptcy. It's not just your bank account that feels the pinch, it's your self-esteem, your confidence, your peace of mind. Bankruptcy can leave individuals feeling a profound sense of shame. Shame that they couldn't make ends meet. Shame that they've let their families down. Shame that they've failed. It's a heavy cloak that can suffocate even the most resilient spirits. Then comes the guilt. Guilt for the promises unfulfilled, guilt for the dreams that now seem so distant, guilt for the sacrifices made by loved ones. Guilt can be an insidious companion to shame, gnawing away at your self-worth, leaving you feeling helpless and hopeless. And let's not forget the overwhelming sense of fear and anxiety, the uncertainty of what comes next, the worry of how you'll rebuild, the fear of judgment from others. It's a whirlwind of emotions that can leave you feeling like you're drowning, with no lifeline in sight. But remember, you're not alone. Countless individuals have walked this path before you, and countless more will walk it in the future. There's no shame in struggling, and there's no guilt in seeking help. It's important to remember that bankruptcy is not a reflection of who you are as a person. It's a circumstance, a moment in time, and just like any other moment, it too shall pass. Bankruptcy is more than just a financial burden. It's an emotional roller coaster that can lead to feelings of guilt and shame. But it's also a chance for a fresh start, a chance to rebuild, and most importantly, a chance to learn and grow. So take heart, for every end is just a new beginning in disguise. Bankruptcy can be a breeding ground for feelings of shame and guilt, but why is that? Let's delve into the underlying reasons for these emotional reactions. One major culprit is societal perception. Our society often equates financial success with personal worth, leading individuals who face bankruptcy to feel they have failed not only financially but also as human beings. This societal pressure can make bankruptcy seem like a moral failing rather than the financial circumstance it truly is. Then there are personal expectations. You may have started out with dreams of financial stability, independence, and success. When bankruptcy happens, it can feel like those dreams are shattered, leading to a deep sense of disappointment and even self-reproach. You might feel you've let yourself down, or perhaps you're worried about how you've disappointed those who depend on you. These feelings of shame and guilt can permeate your daily life, making it difficult to find joy or peace. They can affect your relationships, your work, your ability to sleep, and even your physical health. The stress can be all-consuming, leaving you feeling isolated and overwhelmed. However, it's important to remember, bankruptcy is a situation, not a life sentence. It doesn't define your worth or your future. It's a setback, yes, but it's also an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to rebuild. Understanding the roots of these feelings of shame and guilt is the first step towards overcoming them. Recognize that your financial situation is not a measure of your worth. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel these emotions, but don't let them control you. Reach out to supportive friends, family, or a mental health professional if you need help processing these feelings. Remember, you are not alone. Many people have faced bankruptcy and come out the other side stronger and more resilient. You too can navigate this challenging time and emerge as a stronger, wiser person. The shame and guilt associated with bankruptcy can be debilitating, but understanding their roots is the first step to overcoming them. With bankruptcy comes stress, and it can feel utterly overwhelming. But what does this stress look like? You might be surprised at the many forms this stress can take. It's not just about the immediate financial strain, it's like a ripple in a pond, spreading out and touching all aspects of your life. For instance, it's common to experience mental health challenges. You may find yourself grappling with anxiety or depression, or even just a constant, gnawing worry. These feelings can be incredibly tough to deal with. They can keep you awake at night, distract you during the day, and make it hard to focus on finding a way forward. Bankruptcy-related stress can also take a toll on your physical health. It's well documented that long-term stress can lead to a host of health issues, from headaches and digestive problems to more serious conditions like heart disease. You might find your sleep is disrupted, or you're eating too much or too little. You may feel constantly tired, or perhaps you're getting sick more often. And let's not forget about relationships. Money problems can create tension and conflict. You might find yourself arguing with your partner more often, or feeling distant from friends because you're afraid they'll judge you. Or maybe you're just too tired and stressed to engage with people the way you used to. Finally, there's the impact on your overall quality of life. You might find that you're not enjoying things you used to love, or you're withdrawing from social activities because you're worried about money. Perhaps you're feeling trapped, like there's no way out. All of this can make the experience of bankruptcy incredibly overwhelming. But it's important to remember that it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel stressed and worried and unsure. The stress of bankruptcy can be all-consuming, but acknowledging it is the first step towards managing it. And remember, you're not alone. There are resources out there to help you navigate this challenging time. You can and will get through this. So, how does one navigate through the emotional turmoil brought on by bankruptcy? It might seem like an insurmountable challenge, but with the right tools and strategies, you can find your way through. Firstly, it's crucial to seek out support. You're not alone in this journey, and there are people who want to help. Reach out to friends and family. Lean on them for emotional backing. They can provide a listening ear, a shoulder to lean on, or even practical advice. If you're uncomfortable discussing your situation with loved ones, consider seeking professional help. Counselors and therapists can provide a safe and non-judgmental space to express your feelings. Next, remember to practice self-care. Amid the financial chaos, it's easy to forget to look after yourself. But self-care is not a luxury. It's necessary. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. It could be as simple as taking a walk in the park, reading a book, or even just taking a moment to breathe. Self-care is about respecting your needs and granting yourself permission to put your well-being at the forefront. Lastly, challenge your negative thought patterns. It's easy to fall into a cycle of self-blame and guilt, but remember, bankruptcy is not a reflection of your worth. It's a financial situation, not a character judgment. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. For instance, instead of thinking, "I'm a failure because I filed for bankruptcy," say to yourself, "I'm facing a tough situation, but I'm taking steps to improve my financial health." Remember, it's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to feel scared. But it's also okay to ask for help and take care of yourself. You're stronger than you think, and you have the resilience to overcome this challenge. Navigating through the emotional turmoil of bankruptcy is challenging, but with the right strategies and support, it's possible. And remember, every step you take towards emotional recovery is a step towards financial recovery. You've got this. The journey through bankruptcy is undoubtedly tough, but it's important to remember that there's a way forward. This journey, while challenging, is not a dead end. It's a chance to reset, to start afresh, to rebuild with a new perspective. The coping strategies we've discussed are not just about surviving the storm, they're about navigating through it, learning from it, and emerging stronger. Seeking support, whether from friends, family, or professionals, is crucial. Remember, it's okay to lean on others. It's okay to ask for help. You're not alone in this. Seeing bankruptcy as a chance to start fresh might be difficult, but it's a perspective that can empower you. It's an opportunity to reevaluate your financial habits, to set new goals, and to forge a path that leads to a more secure, more resilient future. Remember, bankruptcy doesn't define you. It's just a chapter in your life, not the entire book.